Hi, this is TapCat, and welcome back to Warhammer 40K Chaos Gate. You know, it's funny, I never really looked at this screen before. I just noticed, like, the little animated touches. It's mostly just a painting with some blinking lights, but then they have just these few little touches. The guns moving and this little turbine or whatever it is. It's kind of nice. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything, just an observation. Let's go ahead and get ready for our mission. No, I'm not going to take that challenge. We are bringing one of our new purgators that we picked up last time. So we'll actually have both our level 9 and our level 5. Who am I leaving behind? I guess we're not bringing an apothecary. So we have our Justicar with the healing skull. We'll make do. Hopefully we won't regret that.
Industrial world.
The omens are plain. There is bloom spawn below. They corrupt the minds of the weak and the unworthy.
Okay. We have 2 bloom spawn, Ray. What do you think of that? Oh, I guess it's no mystery what order we'll go in. You know, Ray, I do wish you'd leave my mic alone, honey. I know you like to rub your chin against it. It's just, I kind of need it, you know? I kind of need it, buddy. All right. He's going to lay down now and be a good boy. And I will try to be a good boy and purge the corruption from this world.
Your orders.
Oh. Going up.
With me, my brothers.
Now,
what is your will? Onward,
part of me
brothers.
would, you know, like to move the one guy. Oh, I'm going to do this.
As you will.
I'm pushing my luck a little bit because, as you may have seen before, every now and then you'll reveal a group, you know, that they didn't tell you is there.
What is your will?
It's just so damn tedious, though, to do it any other way.
Eyes on.
Like moving one move at a time for 4 guys, it's just, yeah, it's not fun. That's what I'm saying.
I am with you.
All right, so I took my chances,
On the way.
and it looks like we're gonna get away with it.
More horrors invade our realm.
I got a little scared there for a second. We got there. We got maximum movement out of everybody. Yeah, sure you will. Sure you will, buddy. Cool story, bro. Okay, he has sprayed his goo. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say we probably don't want to be here
My blade is you.
when that goes off. So I want to come here, but I've had experience with that thing blowing up, and even though I was outside of the circle, it still screwed me. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. So this is, you know, this is the guy who's weakest. Let me see. What's my chance at a crit? It's respectable. I'm just trying to think. It's not going to hit anybody. It's just going to miss him. Isn't that a bummer? Isn't that just... I feel like this is the guy. This is the guy. Oh, hey. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to kill him. Let's be real here. So actually, that red circle won't really matter.
Fall!
Yeah.
I am here to serve.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the it doesn't matter because he's gonna be dead. Really? That was all of your actions? No. That was weird. It wouldn't let me click on him. I don't, yeah. Let's just take the shot. Oh, I'm being foolish, actually.
The Emperor lights our
I'm
path.
being very foolish.
In an instant.
Why settle for one support fire when I can have two?
Yeah.
You know, I'm also being foolish using him to soften this guy up because in a lot of ways I should really be trying to get him the kills. I mean, he needs to go up a bunch of levels.
Get down!
Alright, so he's done. I feel like one shot from him is probably all we need, right? 60%. I'll get support fire no matter what, so. There you go. So, that's it for him.
Standing ready.
Wait, are you saying I can't? Okay. It's not going to be a kill no matter what I do.
Moving swiftly.
Okay. I mean, the funny thing is disabling the ranged weapon is really the thing I want to do, even though I don't care about the green seed, because
This is coming with
we
me.
have a lot of green seeds.
You have been
Okay,
judged.
so I still have 2 actions. And I think, I mean, since everybody we have still with actions available does not need XP, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use, yeah, so I used my Purgator for that. Can you get this kill? Sure looks like it. No. Alright. I don't want to use that action.
I'm here to serve.
So instead, I'm going to come here
Seeking the tainted.
and hold on. What are my odds? Yeah, no. It's okay, actually. You know what? If I don't get it, I don't get it. I have another action. So it's fine. No need to burn willpower.
Sanctified and purged.
Oh, and I forgot I'd get my whole turn back. So it didn't even matter. I just didn't want him to get stranded where he was. That would be bad. That would be very bad. Meanwhile, can
My
I
blade
get
is
out of here?
ever ready. On my way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come here. I don't like that. Actually, I think I'd rather come this way. So, here's what we'll do. If I trigger them, I'm gonna be pissed, but that should be literally impossible. Yeah, okay.
Unleash me.
That's fine. Ran through some plague. Awesome.
My blade is yours. Here.
That's what I was, you know, that's what I was hoping would happen for sure. I will settle for less than maximum move and try to avoid getting another guy plagued. I'm fairly annoyed with myself that I did that, but too late now, so deal with it. That's kind of where we're at. Okay. So,
Unleash me.
I feel like I'm just gonna go in here. I could.
Standing ready.
Yeah, okay. I tell you what. I'll bring him here.
In orders.
I'll bring him here.
It will be done.
And then I'll go in. But so hard to remember to do this, at least for me. So hard. We're just gonna give everybody shields.
I'm here to
So
serve.
why not?
The Emperor protects.
Why
What is
friggin'
your
not? And now I'll go in. Curious to see what kind of bloom spawn we will see, and it's the tree.
Against this menace.
Oh, bloom spawn tree. Oh, bloom spawn tree. Don't worry, I won't torture you by actually singing, because it's bad.
Brothers, stand ready.
A blue seed. Okay, well, I want that. And that means you need to get your ass kicked. Bye-bye.
This is coming with me.
Then,
Your orders.
I'm going to do this. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Foul seed claim.
So that helped. So let me see what we got. We got two of... I guess that's pointing to this one. Two of these things. Yeah, it's pointing at that one. And then this guy... I can't even tell what the hell that is. The Plague Champion, of course. And the Bloom Spawn Tree. Okay.
Here.
So I could do this, which is actually not bad because it would get rid of the one dude's cover. And I kind of like that. So for that alone, I'm willing to do this. Now, I did get rid of my Purgator's cover as well,
Must rearm.
which is somewhat less fortunate. But let's not focus on
My blade
that
is ever ready.
at
My
this
blade is yours.
particular moment. Let's get him an easy kill.
We bring death.
It'll be worth a little experience. 9. And actually, I think this could be really good. The only downside here is if support fire kills him, which actually I guess it's going to. Nope, it didn't. Perfect. So I'm going to get him another kill. That makes me very, very happy. So now, I want to be careful. I really don't want to, like, okay, just want to make sure. I don't want to trigger another pod. That's what I was going to say. So he has no ammo. Let me go ahead and reload. I mean, I can't do a damn thing without it. I almost forgot we had that other group coming, but there really isn't anything I can do about that. So here's the thing. Can this be afflicted with vulnerable? Nope. Or anything else. Literally. So let's just shoot him. I'm going to disrupt it. Because I'm pretty sure it's got the... Oh, it's immune to that as well. Okay. Be that way. Jackass.
Four.
Here's hoping I don't trigger another group. Okay, we got there. Should be go. This is perfect.
No match for the
So
Emperor's
not
chosen.
only did I get to do that, but I should be able to kill this stupid thing too.
I am the Emperor's fury.
Okay, that is a thing of beauty, if I may say that. I gotta be honest, I'm really tempted to just move as far forward as I can. Now the thing is, some of these guys could come in here. That's why I say that. I'm gonna do it. What's the worst thing that could happen? I can't think of a thing. I'm going to use the skull here. I don't want to keep taking damage from the stupid plague. Okay.
Pure among impurity. Aye, sir.
Move forward. I don't really see this doing anything, if I'm honest. Maybe if they're melee.
I will fire when ready.
But if I move up another go, I won't hardly get any shots off, so. Well, they're not melee. They are definitely not melee. So one of them is going to go in there with the interceptor. And this is one of those cases, again, where it's like, no, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. You don't understand. You think you're the hunter. No.
The Emperor lights our path.
No, sir, you are not. All right, so I am gonna teleport in here because I don't want to waste that many actions. I love that I get the action back when I teleport. It's so good. So good. And I'll get the
Vengeance!
willpower back once I finish kicking his ass. I'm not going to do any special abilities. I'm just going to hit him until he dies. I'll trust the others to kill the other guy.
Salute my gaze.
Crap. This is my last action. They really kind of did me dirty, but whatever. I'm not stressed about it.
Here.
So let me see. I
Raise the emperor.
feel like there's a really, really obvious course of action here.
Back, fiend.
I mean, why would I not?
Unleash
I
me.
ask you.
With me, my brothers. Rugen
Unfortunately, I don't think I have any choice but to use two actions here.
on the hunt.
So, I am going... What? What? Because that's full, so I can't see him. Okay.
Standing ready.
That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Because I'm not sure I'm killing this guy. I may not. I don't see, I can't. Not with him. And my other Purgator doesn't have enough juice.
Empty.
Nope.
Unleash me.
So the thing is, I can give one person an extra shot. I only have 2 actions. I'm not close enough to fire. I'm only going to kill one of these guys this turn. That's just the simple truth. Okay. What's this guy's main ability? Toxic Cloud. He's got the flail, which does a lot, including draining. What's this guy do? Yeah, I got a little cocky. I tell you what, I didn't even really need to look. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to bail him out. I should have used Force Strike on his last attack to make sure I at least killed this dude. And I didn't. And so now I had to burn a resource that I didn't really, need to burn to make up for it. Because I got a little full of myself. But now we've cleaned up, so. Why? Oh, because there's another warp rift. That's why. I was gonna say, what's going on with that? Okay. So I'll use his last action to come here. I will bring him here, I guess. It was such a bummer that my Purgator had an action, but I couldn't do anything with it.
More of the plague.
Interesting. It's Plague Marines on parade. A pulchritudinous plethora of Plague Marines. You're not an actual Plague Marine, are you? You are. You only have 10 health.
Your orders? Here.
This is actually going to be a difficult fight for this turn, just because I can't really get to them.
I am here to serve.
I can put him in here. It's just like, is that really what you want to do? Can we run the table?
Here.
Where's the new kid?
Indian.
Okay, let's come here.
Yes,
I can at least get him this kill. Well,
I have sanctified my road.
let's reload. Okay. Now, let's get him this kill.
Death to the enemy.
Okay.
He will rise again.
You're going to bed without supper, young man. It's not really going to do me any good. It's not going to do me any good at all. I'm not close enough to do anything with that. So here's what I would have to do. I would have to come here and then use this thing on all 3. I'm willing.
Onward, brothers.
The reality is we're pretty deep into this mission. And as you know, when we get to the final one, I am not above just teleporting everybody in and kicking the crap out of them.
I must rearm.
So, I mean, why not, really?
Praise the
I
Emperor.
think that's what I'm saying here. So I'm going to come here.
Gliding through the
I
wall.
feel like we can do this reasonably easily. Now let me try something here, because this should just be, even though he's going to do no damage, this should be lethal.
I will defile your
Isn't that cute? Isn't that just too precious? Because I think it is. I'm not going to play games this time.
No match for the Emperor's chosen.
Okay, I can actually afford to not use Force Strike this time. Yeah. And we got him back to
Fight is
max.
ended.
And now everybody's reloaded and we're ready to go after the second and final spawn.
What is your will?
I overall don't feel too terrible about how that went. I don't think I set any records for efficiency, but I didn't set records for inefficiency. I've played missions way worse than that. So I mean, gotta give me credit, right? Hold on. Yeah, okay, it's over here. I'm trying to get a sense. So we probably want to go through that door. So I'm fine like coming this way. But let's not get too far out in front of the others. Oh boy, you got a long way to go. Okay.
Taking position.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty big encounter, though. Taking out the bloom spawn, the patrol that was with it, as well as 2 groups of reinforcements. That's not trivial. And we didn't really take any damage
Yes, sir.
other than the one plague thing we
Be
went
ready.
through. So, you know, not complaining. I feel pretty good
Unleash
about
me.
it.
It will be done.
Okay.
Unleash me.
Yeah.
Seeking the tainted.
We're getting there. I will just chill. Okay.
What is your will?
I'll come out here. Now, it's always possible that there's an enemy group in this hallway. You know, and we just didn't get it revealed to us. So I'll bring them here.
Once.
And I think we may possibly go in this turn. If I wanted to do that, I really shouldn't have positioned him at that edge,
I
but
am here to serve.
it's not necessarily a huge deal.
On the hunt. Shield activated.
I am the chosen shield.
Okay. Yeah, let me shield him up
Defensive item.
and I'll send him in.
With haste.
I think this will trigger our group. I think we can kind of start getting ready for the final showdown here. Now, I would like to get my Purgator some XP, so I am going to at least try and take this group on. I would appreciate it if they would come toward me, which they, often don't do.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
And it doesn't look like they really did it this time either, unfortunately. So I mean, I can shoot this guy, which, is cool and all.
My blade is yours.
Why don't I do this and let's get rid of his ranged weapon.
I am with you.
Okay. Hopefully that was my purgator. I don't really know who got that
My
XP.
blade is yours.
I think it probably was my purgator, to be honest. So what
What
if
is your will?
what if I do this? And this seems pretty good to me. It makes all kinds of sense to kill this guy.
For Titan!
This doesn't look like it was a crit, unfortunately. Oh, it's okay,
Blessed
Ray. It's
are
okay.
arms.
You know what I should do? I really need to get him out of the way here. I'll move in. By having him standing there, I've been robbing my interceptor of support fire, unfortunately. Hit him again. No? Oh, that's right. You can't use support. Or you can, but it doesn't hurt him. I don't know. Whatever. I'm pretty good just hammering away, I think. I'm probably, now that I think about it, I'm probably being a little precious with my resources because we are right at the end here. We're about to take out the final guy. So we have one of these little pods and we have this guy, but we don't have an awful lot left to deal with. I'll be honest, that's kind of the way I like it. Oh, now we got 2 pods to deal with, which is a little bit of a pain. Oh crap, there's 3 pods to deal with. Okay. Okay. It's not lethal. I'll take the 60%.
This is coming with me.
I gotta say, I'm really... that's just not even good. Alright.
I am the Emperor's fury.
Yeah, see, that's no good. Pretty much a guaranteed kill, but where am I going from there is the problem. No matter where I would try to run to, I'm going to get hit by one of these pods. So I guess the question is,
Here.
okay. Let me see.
It will be
I'm going to see if I can actually, do some business here. I need somebody besides my interceptor to do some work. Like, that was really good. It's not a ton of XP. Now, I can't hit him. He's too far away. But now, if he comes from him, this is the only guy who's like really problematic. And I guess I could just come back here. If this one's dead, the rest doesn't really matter.
Aye, sir. I
Yeah. And now I have
Titan.
I have a lot of never mind. I was gonna talk about options, but I don't really have that many options. I'm on my last action point for him. So maybe I just come here? I think so. And then you have 2 action points left. I'm going to come up here. Okay. I will come here. This should be protected. I kind of forgot about these guys. I'm not going to stand out there and fight them alone. I would like to try to kill these dudes. Just for the XP. If I can feed him to my purgator, it's good. It's good for me. Okay. No resistance for 5 turns. We're not going to be here for 5 turns, but no resistance isn't great. You know, if I'm being honest. It sucks, like, none of them really, you know, are easily accessible. I can get my main Purgator kill easy enough. But, yeah, these guys not so much. I think what I want to do is move forward.
With haste.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip on these other guys.
Your orders?
And I probably don't need a full with the teleporter now that I kind of think about it. So I'm gonna use 1 shot. What are my odds of a crit? 100%.
We bring death.
Done. It's only 9 XP, but it's 9 XP. I mean, listen. Beggars can't be choosers. What have I got anyway? All right, so I need over 100 for my next level. Now, for all I know, I've already leveled up once, but what I'm thinking is all right, that's problematic. That really is. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really. I don't have anything to restore actions. That's what I was looking for.
On the way.
However, nope, I can't do crap. I don't know how much this matters. Let me do this. I'm going to bounce in here.
In an instant.
And then I'm going to move him forward.
Moving out.
And I'm going to... Hold on.
Your orders. With haste.
I need to get everybody in. So now that I've done that, let me spend 1 action doing this. That only makes sense. Should get a bunch of support fire here. And am I even going to get 1 more? Love support fire. Okay, so now that we have this thing down to almost nothing, I'm going to give him the kill shot. And this will be worth a lot more than 9.
Return your squad and I shall attend to the remainder below.
Oh, I didn't get to see how much. 36? It's 36. So, I'm not going to complain. So we got him some XP. I don't know if he'll get a level out of that because I didn't look and see what he needs when it started. I know he was 100 away from the next level, but he could have already had enough for level 6 before it said that. The last couple of levels, I have the amount memorized, but I don't have that for all of them, certainly. Well, we got 3 blue. And if that doesn't sound like a lot, it kind of is for blue. Like it's a pretty good percentage of what we had. I would actually like to do this, but one of the things I had meant to do and forgot is that I have some really, like I have a level 2 purifier that I'm never going to use. I was going to send him packing to clean out a space because our barracks are full. So I'm pretty sure if I do this, it'll take my 3 requisitions and then it'll just screw me out of it. And no, thank you. So this has 5 damage without doing any kind of upgrade. It's just 5 damage instead of the usual 4. It's looks like +1 crit. I guess that's, yeah, okay, +1 crit. I was reading the top part instead of the bottom part. We can upgrade it so that it's total +3 crit, and then we can upgrade it so it gets a little extra range. I'm not overwhelmed with that. I think we have Stormbolters that are at least this good. I am going to take this because oh man, it's going to take 6 blue seeds to upgrade this, but we have literally no upgraded Narthecium, and this is only the second one I think I've ever seen in the campaign. So, power armor, +3 health, +2 willpower, +15% resistance. We can make it where it's +3 willpower and 30% resistance and +1 move speed. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not really blown away by that. +6 HP, I'm never going to use this. I'm literally never going to use that. Okay. It's too bad. I would have loved to have gotten something that I felt good about. See what happens. But we did need to get the 650. Okay. Okay. I just need to remember, you know, like, what am I going for here? I'm not super into this. Not that I would mind getting enduring reflexes. I think what I want, well, I don't care about psychic onslaught. This is what I need. This is what I need, because now he's got astral aim, and next time around we can upgrade astral aim and get a chance to, yeah, this is just, yeah, never mind. this is where we want to be. So that's a big promotion for him. It really is. Okay. That is quite the little image there. Now, before I got so rudely interrupted, I was trying to come over here to investigate these warp storms. I don't think I can make it to another one of these, and I'll be honest, I don't even really want to. I would really like it if I could just, like, get this story mission going and try to finish the game. I don't know once we do this story mission how close that is. I think it's got to be very, very close, and that it will trigger the end game. I believe that. I don't know that, but I believe that. Okay, so we're going to do this to try to get +1 stratagem use. We use 1 of every seed type. So this is what I meant. See, I have 21 seeds after, I think we got 3 last time, right? So we only had 18. And that is, well, the second least. The purple, that's the other color we could really use. So I just used 1 of my precious blue and purple for that. But you can see, like, the yellow and the red and the green, we're fine. The hard part is, there won't be any new infestations of these, so they are rare. But the good thing is, I've said this before, we have very little need for them now. We're mostly done with research, and most of our equipment is fully upgraded. And so unless I was getting a good flow of new equipment that we needed to spend seeds on to upgrade, I don't really need them. A while ago, I blew off when a Grandmaster Kai wanted me to destroy half of my seeds. And I was like, no, screw you. I'm not doing it. That was as much out of just my frustration with that kind of stupid ultimatum, more so than game reasons, because realistically, when I thought about it later, it's like, yeah, I probably could have, because really the blue and purple are the only colors where that might come back to haunt me. But honestly, even for them, it probably didn't, or probably wouldn't. But it really just pisses me off when they throw stupid crap like that at you, and I just wasn't going to do it. And I don't really regret that I didn't do it. Okay, well, we just restored everything to max, so we don't need to do that again. I have an exterminatus use. I don't think I need a second one. So realistically, the only other project for us to do is to increase research speed, because the last thing I need is to increase construction speed, especially since we may never do another construction project. All right. Again, I think we're coming to the end game, and this is going to be over sooner rather than later. See, I don't want to. I don't want to. I just don't. I'm going to keep going. And of course, they're just sitting right on these stupid things. All right, some new event has come up.
Ah, Commander. Perhaps you can help me. I recently requisitioned a tome from the archives. The Treatise on Malays and the Hidden Arts by Grandmaster Colbrans.
I already forbade it, Inquisitor. It covers restricted topics of Grey Knight's biomancy. It has no bearing on your research.
What does this warrior understand of study? Do you want me to combat this bloom or not?
Okay. Forget for a minute what makes sense. If we give her the book, we'll piss off Ektar. And as I've learned in the past, that means you're going to have a big experience point penalty. And I'm trying to level up my purgatory. If we don't give her the book, we'll piss off Vakir. And then that means we'll have a big research penalty. So we won't get the extra stratagem use. I'm just going to deny her the book.
Fine, keep your secrets.
And there you
See
go.
what comfort they bring.
Okay, so that did not put me in a storm.
Commander, we have identified an ideal location on the planet Sakrista
Okay.
for Vakir to perform her ritual and attempt to draw the attention of Supreme Grandmaster Kaldor Drago. This location has been added to your star map. It is deeply infested with Nurgle's bloom, so opposition is likely to be fierce.
Oh, thank God. I was just waiting for it to tell me that it had thrown me somewhere way off course. So I guess we're not there yet, technically. We have a chance to get some blue seeds. I would like that a lot. And purple. I would like that a lot as well. We have to reach the inner sanctum. She has to survive. We'll get 5 requisitions. We'll get rid of all of the corruption. Wow, look at these rewards. I've never seen this before. We get a rank 7 apothecary. Psi cannon. Don't really care. Probably not going to use a Crozius, but they're all tier 3. This is the only tier 2. Before I forget, let's do this. Let's go to the barracks and let's get rid of somebody. So I'm going to get rid of the level 2 purifier. I assume. Okay, this is what I wanted to check. At one point, I actually was toying very briefly with the idea of, you know, using him on a mission. And I equipped this high-level incinerator. I will probably never get a chance to, you know, get a high-ranking purifier again. But, like, if I'd had this slot open, I would have recruited the level 6 just to see what it was like to play with a higher level one. I'm not super worried about having a purifier, but we're going to return this guy to Titan. So now we have an empty slot, and if we want to recruit somebody, we can. So I think we're good. I guess, you know, we know what we're going to do when we come back. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.